From the CBS Bay Area studios, this is KPIX 5 News.
Right now on KPIX 5 and streaming on CBSN Bay Area, we're learning more this morning about a triple stabbing that ended with the suspect dead. More testing options are coming to the Bay Area, where the latest site is going to open up. And 49er fans hitting the roads and airports, we catch up with the faithful making the trip down to L.A., hoping to see the Niners punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. Good morning. It is Saturday, January 29th. I'm Devin Feely. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start with a quick check of our weather with First Alert meteorologist Darren Peck.
Happy to be in this morning, Devin, and our First Alert forecast this morning starts out with temperatures that are cold in the North Bay valleys and in the inland valleys of the East Bay. Once again, it's 35 in Santa Rosa, 37 in Concord, and 36 in Livermore. So we're really seeing that classic setup across the Bay Area, where our inland valleys are in the mid-30s. Everywhere else is in the low to mid-40s. Very classic and typical. Thankfully, we're not looking at any widespread fog this morning. We'll take a look at that in detail coming up in the complete forecast, but I can tell you right now we're doing okay. But we'll track it as we always do, especially for those inland valleys. Mid-60s for daytime highs today. More sunshine and haze. I'll see you with the rest of the forecast coming up in just a bit. Devin, back over to you.
All right, thanks, Darren. Well, this morning we know the identity of a suspect in a triple stabbing who was later hit and killed on a freeway down in San Jose. The medical examiner's office identified him as 25-year-old Emerta Zamora. Police say he stabbed his 3 roommates at the home that they shared on Tamaha Avenue early Wednesday morning. He then took off and was found dead a couple of hours later when officers responded to a crash on Highway 85 north of De Anza Boulevard. A truck driver told police that a man jumped in front of the vehicle before the crash. No word so far on a possible motive for the stabbing. San Francisco police have arrested 3 teenagers in a deadly shooting on New Year's Eve. It happened on Cornwall Street. Police say they found 25-year-old Dakota Smith from Oregon suffering from a gunshot wound. Investigators were able to determine that Smith had his car stolen and his puppy as well. Authorities took a 15-year-old and 2 17-year-olds into custody. Officers serving a search warrant found the dog and the victim's car. A group of Richmond firefighters were caught in the crossfire of a drive-by shooting earlier this week. Police say the team was headed to a medical call on Monday when police and 2 vehicles began shooting at each other. The crew was able to take cover inside of their fire truck, and thankfully nobody was hurt. However, the truck was left with several bullet holes. In the South Bay, 2 people were hurt when a 2-alarm fire tore through the Elks Lodge in Santa Clara. It broke out around 5 p.m. yesterday on Martin Avenue near Scott Boulevard. Firefighters encountered heavy smoke and flames. A battalion chief says that the early indications point to a stove fire as the source. They say that 2 people were cooking in advance of an event. One was hospitalized, suffering from smoke inhalation and slight burns. The other person was treated at the scene. A new effort is underway to tackle a wave of smash-and-grab robberies in California. A group called Rescue California is collecting signatures for an anti-theft initiative to deter the violent crimes. It would also restore accountability for repeat offenders.
It also gives Californians an opportunity to stand their ground against a criminal community that has become more brazen and dangerous by undermining public safety.
Organizers are working to get enough signatures to qualify the initiative for the November ballot. A reminder that starting Tuesday in Oakland, anyone 12 and up will need to show proof of vaccination to get into restaurants, bars, entertainment and event venues, gyms, and adult care facilities. Now, on Tuesday, San Mateo County will open a new walk-up testing site at the event center. We're told that they can do up to 2,000 tests a day. It will be open from 8 to 4 every day, except on Mondays when they're closed. We're waiting for word on whether nearly 1,500 teachers in West Contra Costa will call a strike vote over their COVID concerns. The union is demanding high-quality masks, weekly testing for all, and the option of remote learning if there's a classroom outbreak. The union could call for a walkout next week if they don't reach a deal. Now, the district tells us it already has K95 masks to students and staff, along with weekly testing. It is also exploring paying raises for substitutes to keep classrooms covered. Now, meanwhile, the Oakland Unified School Board will hold a special meeting on Monday to hear proposals on potential school closures. We've reached out to the district for more details on what campuses might be impacted and when. Stay tuned on that. New information on the new Omicron subvariant. Danish scientists say the subvariant known as BA2 is 1.5 times more transmissible than the original Omicron strain, but there's no evidence that it's more severe, and it doesn't appear to reduce the effectiveness of vaccines. 2 cases of that new variant have been detected in Santa Clara County so far. Here's a look at California's latest COVID numbers. The test positivity is unchanged at 18.8%. There are 76,000 new cases. That's up 1%. The Biden administration's free N95 masks started arriving in parts of the country this week, but the Bay Area may need to wait a bit longer. There were signs posted on the doors of a CVS and Walgreens stores in Alameda saying that the free government masks were not available. They did have masks that you could buy. The companies couldn't say exactly when they would arrive, but are telling customers to keep checking. Meanwhile, the White House says 60,000 households have ordered free at-home COVID tests through the government's website. The 49ers are in Southern California. They're making the final preps for tomorrow's showdown with the LA Rams. A trip to the Super Bowl is on the line. KPIX 5's Maria Sid Medina says a lot of Niner fans are heading to Los Angeles, too.
The faithful aren't just ready to see their team win another NFC championship game. They're prepared to help the team win.
I heard it's like 60-40 Niners fans, and that's like being generous, so I think we're going to take it over.
Right now, ticket sales are showing more Niners fans will fill up SoFi Stadium for this Sunday's big game against the Rams. And that could make a big difference. During the team's last matchup a few weeks ago, the faithful's crowd noise was so loud, the Rams were forced to go into silent counts at their own stadium.
And they kind of blamed the fans. Like they said, this isn't our home fans. All the Niner fans took it over. And I mean, that's just amazing to consider that they have to prepare as if they're going into hostile territory, even though they're in their home stadium.
We here, baby, we here.
Niners fans hit the road today and were seen at all 3 Bay Area airports.
We were getting honks and thumbs ups, and probably 90% of the people that we saw were all Niner fans.
I will tell you, I mean, I've covered the team for over 20 years, and I'll tell you, the 49er fans, they love to travel.
Cam Inman, the 49ers reporter for the Mercury News, will be there on Sunday, watching the Niners and the army of fans behind the team.
49ers have beaten LA twice this year, twice last year, twice the year before. So that's 6 meetings in a row. And it's not going to mean anything if they don't win this game Sunday. Niners need to win a ring. It's been too long.
And the last NFC championship game the Niners won was just a couple years ago with Jimmy Garoppolo as quarterback. They lost to the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. At Levi Stadium, Maria Sid Medina, KPIX 5.
With a big game usually comes big party. The San Francisco Police Department says it will be ready to keep the festivities at a safe and responsible level. Both uniformed and plainclothes officers will be assigned to crack down on impaired driving and minimize any other dangerous activity. Now, overall, police are urging fans to celebrate, but responsibly.